Finally did it. Finally did it. I went nuts. That's it. A million different things drove me nuts. I got pretty upset. And I was upset in my head because I'm like, why would somebody ever do something like this? How could anybody sleep at night? And then all of a sudden I stopped being able to sleep. So my brother always talks about owning it, right? I couldn't own it. Own what? Own a big house and a nice car and, own stuff? No, stuff is not the answer. Stuff is not the answer. Stuff's not going to do it. Stuff drives you nuts. Do you know why stuff drives you nuts? Because it clutters up your space. And when it clutters up your space, you have no room to move. And when you have no room to move, you go nuts. You go nuts. Here it is. This is nuts. Completely psychologically sound, but nuts. I had a psychiatrist do some testing on me one time. They thought I was nuts. So I got some testing done, and the guy writes down, he's like, I paid $1,000 for this, psych eval test that the state said I needed. And he wrote down that I presented very well, but that on the inside, I was not okay. And I've heard so many people be like, she's nuts. So when this guy was like, she presents very well, but you can tell clearly that she's not okay. And I started to think about it. Oh my God, what is not okay? What is not okay? I'm a loving parent. I love my children. I make mistakes. And when I make mistakes, I tell my children that I've made mistakes because I share it with them so that they don't make the same mistakes. I guess I'm just too much of a mom. Just too much of a mom, but I'm nuts. You know what? And nuts is good. I'm nuts. You add nuts to your sundae, don't you? Makes it better. Nuts is better. It's better. And honestly, when you're nuts, you can handle things like you're nuts. Like you're nuts, who's got big balls, right? That's the whole point, who's got big balls. For all you smoking fans out here, watch me damage my lungs. That's pretty dark. Yeah, it's fine, I'm nuts. Doesn't matter, I'm nuts. Smoke. I got smoke. I got mirrors. Don't you? Don't you? If I say it a third time, you're going to hear it because you didn't hear it before. Because I haven't said it a million fucking times. The woman who raised me is a psych nurse. She gave me a piece of paper, and the piece of paper says, stop. Why are you talking? I'm talking because I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to help. And really, honestly, and in all honesty, I'm really trying to help myself. Because if I can help somebody else, it shows me that I've learned the lesson. And if I'm helping somebody else by telling them something good about themselves, then fucking let it happen. Because if that's what I see in them, I'm going to tell them that. And if I see that they're being an asshole, I'm going to tell them that too. Because I'm nuts. Right? Right? I'm nuts. Sometimes you need some crunchy shit to get the party started. Know what I'm saying? Want to get crunchy? Let's get fucking crunchy. You got issues? I got answers. You got problems? I got solutions. But you're going to hear it exactly the way it is. And I'm not sugarcoating shit. Because I tried that. I tried being sweet. I tried being nice. And it just doesn't get you anywhere. But I'm not going to be mean. Because I don't like being mean. It makes me feel like bad. It makes me feel bad. I have trouble sleeping. I can't eat. I don't eat anyway. I don't even know what I like. Because you know what? What is food, right? I'm around people who have food problems. I've grown up with food problems my whole life. Not me, but yeah, me. I don't eat. And it's not, maybe it's because I've eaten some stuff that have just taken my teeth right the fuck out my head. And maybe I learned that maybe, candy was just as bad as the dentist said it was. Everything in moderation would have been fine. It's not just the candy, though. I mean, it was the codeine that the adults gave me when I was younger because I had ear infections, and they thought that was the best thing for me. Let me tell you what. Looking back, hindsight being 2022. Are we in 2022? It's not 2020 anymore. Hindsight can't be 2020 because hopefully you can look back over the past couple of years and realize how fucked up we all are and how perfect that is. Because when you see something, somebody shows you something, you get to look back at yourself and be like, whoa, is that me? And then when you realize it's you can stop it. Because that's the moment you can change it. My brother was right. Gotta own it. Eat my big shit sandwich. Well, you know what? I don't eat shit sandwiches. I definitely don't. I may give shit for people to put in their sandwiches if sandwiches were stories and, I was putting in information. It's funny, I've gotten to the point where I don't feel the need to talk about people anymore. Okay? Probably because when you go so long being talked about, you have a tendency to stop talking about other people. Because chances are, if you don't talk about other people, you won't be there when other people talk about other people, and then you won't have to be involved. Just easier to stay outside the sidelines. Because the truth of the matter is, I don't even want to be on either side. I don't. Because the only side I want to be on is the side where I'm not putting out anything that's going to hurt anybody. I'm not saying anything that's going to piss anybody off to the point where if they just think about it long enough, they won't get there, and then they won't be mad anymore. There's no reason to be mad. There's no reason to be angry. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. Look at my face. Does this look happy? This is not a happy face. Look, I got fucking lightning bolts behind me. Only because I come from a Greek family and that's what the Greek women do. No. I call them the lightning. I am nuts, probably. But I'm crazy without the Y. It's craze, right? Because sometimes you use an E and because only sometimes Y. And sometimes Y. I always ask why. I always ask why. And I always feel like I need to know the answer. And I've heard so many people tell me that I don't really need to know the answer. If it's not my business, I won't know about it. Well, that kind of pisses me off. And if you've chosen to share your life with me, and if it's not my business, and it pisses you off that I ask you about things, then you didn't want to share your life with me. You wanted me to do for you. I'm an honest person. But nobody believes me because I'm nuts. Yeah. Welcome to nuts. I do have a scroll picture too. I hope I add that in this video so, you guys can enjoy it. Anyway.